I'll be back though. I'm gonna watch it a little bit. I'll be back when my game. I'm in the game.
Alright. We're live. I'm still gotta record this massive project. And it's the cactus farm. Bam, bam.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Sorry, I was watching YouTube. Hey! No way!
You see
The
this?
same exact team as me, and I'm pretty sure the same exact number. Oh, not the same number. Same team as me. He's wearing a male soccer skin. Same exact soccer team.
No.
And he's actually pretty high level. Oh, no, never mind. He's only 106. And he's dead. Alright, bro, you gotta take off that soccer skin right now. Right now, bro. Live massive project.
Yeah, that's the video I'm live.
Uh-oh. Black looks a little trippy. And I'm not pushing that. Oi. Goody goody my tootie. King Kong Ding Dong is the dude's name. King Kong Ding Dong.
He's got the King Kong with the ding dong. Goes bow, bow, bow.
He's king at something.
And he's the king at dying.
Yeah, look, my whole team's still alive. It's endgame, bro. You cannot do anything. 200. Grabbing finish, grabbing mats, extra mats, okay.
Alright, I think it's time I unpause the video.
Already got two
And
dead.
we're back, bro. And we're back. This is all we've done from the cactus. This is all we've done from the cactus farm so far, and it's only been a couple hours. It's totally not 10 p.m. right now, and
I can hardly see with the graphics.
I'm kinda starting to realize how long this is gonna take. This should probably take about a couple days.
Like a day.
Probably
like
two.
One more day or two.
Yeah. I'll see you guys back when I'm at least a lot higher with the cactus. So, yeah, we're gonna be back in the matter of
days.
we're gonna be back in the matter of seconds, like this. Okay, I paused it, and I'm facing this way, and I gotta place like that. There we go. There's so much glass I have to fill out too.
Wait, what are you doing right now?
Placing glass.
It still hasn't stopped. Hold on, hold on. Josiah, your stream did not pause.
I paused the video.
Oh, you did a video too?
I've been working on a video for the past couple hours. I've been working on this thing for the past I've been working since
My boy is going crazy.
I've been working since 2, bro.
O'clock?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, exactly. That just proves how long this project is taking.
I haven't been home since 2.
Would you give up if you did this?
Nah, I'm not a quitter.
How long do you think this could take you then? Or this would take you what I did in the matter. It's in the matter of seconds for them, but in the matter of days for me. Oh, I really feel like taking a massive break, bro.
I think I might have finished it in a day or 2. Yeah, a day or 2 easy.
I definitely deserve the biggest, bro. Imagine this is gonna be it hits milli views, bro.
It's gonna boost your ego. Hey, put it for your For You page. Put hashtags. Hashtag Minecrafts. Hashtag For You, like, hashtag underrated and stuff like that, you know? Like, you have to put hashtags.
I know what I'm gonna do for the title.
Like hashtags.
Or I'm still gotta think about the title. I haven't even thought about it for a second.
Oh my god.
Give me a second.
Oh, come on, teammate. Josiah.
I'm back. Oh shoot. It's just me now. Ezekiel got off.
Oh no.
So yeah, now I'm just suffering.
Was he there with you or what?
Yeah, he was there.
Oh,
No, not in Minecraft. He was talking to me, but
oh.
he wasn't like.
Well, you don't need a headset.
I do, cause I'm streaming,
Recording?
and then I have to record it, and then. So yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yes. God. Okay, I guess we're just gonna work on the cactus now. Ooh. Oh my God. And my lighter broke. Yay. Okay, it's time to continue working. Ooh, ooh. God dang it. I'm getting booey. Give me pasta with the lobster. Ooh wee. Oh God. Oh my God. Wee Jesus. Golly Jesus. Jesus. Okay. Ow, my helmet broke. What in the... Okay, I think we gotta make... Okay, actually that's a bad idea. We don't want it too big. We want it kind... 100%. This is about to get me so much money. 1.62 billion. $3 billion. Yeah. Me, bro. I can take it try. Okay, let's go. Night. Bring up YouTube because I'm bored. Someone's watching. Ezekiel, are you watching? Let's watch this video.
Elites. Now that we've made travel so expensive, we have this hotel to ourselves. How'd you get here?
Kayak. They compared hundreds of travel sites to find a great deal on my flight, car, and hotel.
Kayak. Search one and done.
I don't know. Are you sure? It's just way more yellow than I thought it was gonna be.
I like it.
I mean, this yellow is really yellow. Like,
Warm sunshine. Baby ducklings?
When you make industry-leading pay with low or no-cost healthcare and a pension.
Holy cow, this is insane! Yeah, that's me. This is a giant hole in the ground, and that is a chicken. Now, you're probably not wondering how this all happened, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, suck it. This all started back in episode 4. I just finished my upside down island build in place of the end, and I was kinda kerfuffled. Wait. Now that I've destroyed the end, where am I gonna go to get my end fulfillment? I missed the end island. You see, the end island is somewhere special for me. I would always go there to clear my head after a long day's work. Ah! Whoa! And sometimes my inventory. Just kidding, it's hardcore. Instantly I got to work. This is a 500 by 500 outline which I will dig out the insides and build the end island in the middle of. Maybe even in that order. It's hard to judge how large this area is. Oh, that's it. I don't know how. There's, like I just said, it's hard to judge how big it is. If it weren't so large, any old fool could tell it's not the end just by seeing the overworld a few chunks away. Oh, and I know you're all asking yourselves, why did I choose specifically right here to build it? But Beppo, why aren't you just building the end island in the end dimension? And to that I say, just because you put syrup on something, don't make it pancakes. Okay, so I need to mine this entire 500 by 500 chunk completely empty so I can build the end island in it. Time to start digging. Just kidding, it's over 30 million blocks! What do you think I am? An XL3300V rough terrain wheeled excavator with multi-channeling dual combo fiber banana pancake. Instantly I started constructing a world eater. What's a world eater? I'm glad I asked. A world eater works the same way as many upon a latrine. Hovers over the target while continually dropping bombs that slowly eat away at said target. Oh, wait, sorry, I was wrong. I needed honey first so that I could build the world eater. Instantly I started gathering bees for a honey farm. Bing bam boom, and alright, that should be enough. Get it? Like a bee? Boom! 1 bee farm finished. Yeah, that's a little bit slow. Oh yeah, 20 bee farms finished. That'll ramp it up. Actually, how many are there? 1, 2, 3. Alright, now I just need some...
Over the past year, I spent 12 hours every day building in Minecraft to answer one question. How hard is it to make Minecraft your job? I'm sure every one of you watching have thought about it before at least once. If you didn't have to worry about school or work, how far could you go? Is willpower alone enough to become a full-time Minecrafter, or is all success just pure luck? Today, the answers are finally here. Hi, I'm Shovel241, and I have no life. Like many of you, I found Minecraft when I was just a kid. I immediately fell in love with the game, spending countless hours mining, exploring, and building in survival mode. Above every other part of the game, building was my passion. It was something that I could do for days at a time without getting worn out. Pretty soon, I had an unrealistic dream. If I ever had the chance to be a pro builder, I'd take it. In a heartbeat. Throughout the years, I got distracted.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't reading chat. Oh my god, bro. Bam. Yay. You're out of fuel. I guess we'll put all of our extra materials in there. Okay.
By life, but I always had time for Minecraft. I thought I'd always be able to play it and pursue my building dream. But eventually, I went off to college. Between school, work, and friends, I didn't have time for Minecraft anymore. So the dream slowly faded.
Tinker's item editor.
Fast forwarding 4 years, I was a senior in college, about to go to the Cayman Islands to help establish new coral reefs. I could almost taste the salt water. After researching all year, I was 1 week away from soaking up the sun and swimming the beautiful reefs. At least, that's what I thought.
Coronavirus exploding coast to coast.
Coronavirus who need to be kept in isolation.
Isolation.
After months of hard work, the lockdown stopped the entire world. Like everyone else, the only thing to do was wait. Stuck inside with nothing to do, I heard a familiar melody, something almost like a call. So I answered. I jumped back in and started living the life that had been lost. As nostalgia took over and helped me get through this rough time, that old spark returned and I once again became focused on building. Hand placing blocks just wasn't fast enough, so I started to learn tools like World Edit. While I was getting back into building, I graduated college, got a job, and moved across the country. While I was definitely getting better at building, I was juggling so many things in real life. I wasn't sure how I could keep it up. But then it happened. Don't worry, I'm fine now, but back then it was pretty life-changing. I had a really physical job that couldn't be done with only one working leg, so my entire life stopped. Once again, I was stuck. Inside, with nothing to do. But this time, I already knew what I was going to do. I had my shot. It was time to find out just how far I could go. I had 6 months before I needed to go back to my old job. This was my goal. Golden opportunity to finally come back to my building dream, and I wasn't.
I'm going to be right back, chat.
Show me really quick, Papa.
Okay, I came over here. So. Grab a shovel. Where's efficiency?
Mira, you make that face. Qué chingada madre.
¿Lo cambió?
Okay. Let's fly over.
Huh?
Yo le había dicho que yo quiero hablar con él.
Alright, what do you guys think of this room though?
Because it was like 6 in the morning over there.
What do you guys think in this room?
Oh wow. You're faster than him.
Yeah. This is the cactus farm.
Ooh, look at
I've
that.
gone 2 rows so far. And I've been working since 2.
Ay, papacito.
Since 2 o'clock.
But tomorrow he's gonna take a break,
I was gonna
right?
say, yeah. Tomorrow you taking a break?
Remember? We talk about it.
You taking a break tomorrow, Papa?
Can I do
You remember what happened with your eye?
I'm gonna take.
You woke up in the morning good.
Yeah.
Because being in the computer, you force your eyes.
I'll take 5 hour. I'll take like an hour break every 2 hours. So I'll play for 2 hours, take an hour break, and then repeat the same process. Or I'll do the opposite, and I play for 1 hour, and then I take a break for 2 hours.
Okay. We'll see, but we really
And I
need
still
to take
have
a
to
break.
get this project still done.
It looks pretty cool.
I
So I
like
wish
it.
that would be in real life.
So that's the cactus.
So I can harvest.
I don't know what to do right here, so you guys tell me what to do. What do I do right here?
Drop mommy. No?
I can't.
Oh my god.
Okay, but what do you think I should do here, though?
Put a dog.
A statue of a dog? Okay.
Looks really nice, Papa. Thank you.
Okay, hold up.
It has too many little things here and there. I was like, I have no clue.
What's it called? Oh yeah. Okay. This entire cave is to me. So where do you think? So right here is our base. So you just fly into there. I'm 1 heart. You guys want to see something cool?
Yeah. He's gonna fly. Oh.
Hey, what is that in here? Like, what is it?
This is what my teammates work.
What's it tonight?
This is what my teammates work on.
It's really bad.
This is what my teammate worked on before they had to go to bed. Then you put them in bed. And then right here is the lava. He still has to do his project tomorrow. But yeah,
You like pushing those skeletons, aren't you?
yes.
Careful, Papa.
Okay, hold up. This entire cave is. What do you think? What do you think we should add to it?
A pool.
Where?
Right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Right here looks like a jacuzzi.
Yeah, we should do a jacuzzi.
Right there we'll do a jacuzzi. Where should we do something else?
Should do a basketball hoop. There's so much left.
Because you can't, there's no circles in this game. This is a block game.
Do a block. Oh.
Okay. Here.
Where's your doggy? Yesaya?
He's eating.
Ayun, abajo ng foto.
This entire cave.
El gris. Oh, Coco. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat this because it's so good.
He's like, I'm gonna eat the stuffy. That's what he's gonna eat.
I'm gonna eat this. It's delicious. Good boy, Coco. Good boy.
I feel like we should build a giant. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna put a massive sugar. Where should I put a sugar cane farm?
Gonna waste it. And so the work began. I learned some new tools, watched my builds grow. Every day after my surgery has been a strict routine. Wake up at 5, do real life stuff, start building at 6. Stop building at 6. Real life stuff, go to bed, rinse, repeat. Even though Minecraft is just a game, the process was grueling. But the builds made it all worthwhile. With the new tools I was learning, the only limit was my imagination. I could create landscapes in a second, and fill them with empires in another.
Enter via West 24th Street. North Corridor, hurry! Coming through! Every second counts here.
It was around this time that I started posting on Instagram, and met the people that would become my closest friends. These were some of the top names on Instagram at the time, and honestly, when we first got in the call, I was scared out of my mind. Builders like Painter Gigi, Snarple, Claire1593, and WaspyCraft all stood as giants in comparison. But with time and a lot of voice calls, I was accepted in the group that turned into the Bakery Builders. We kept building, learning, and growing alongside one another.
TBA to Z. Sure. LTPT.
Their strengths were the foundational skills for a lot of my best builds. Whenever a build came to completion, I thought to myself, there is no way I can ever top this. This is the best build that I will ever do. This is my peak. But surprisingly, with each new build, I kept repeating that phrase, and my style kept progressing along with my technique. Every single build I tried to outdo the previous. I was competing against myself and I was improving quickly. But it still wasn't enough. I could see myself flatlining. I had to face the hard truth. My builds were basic, unrefined.
Okay, I'll TP to you guys. Just put all my stuff in here. TPA fan. It's not a song, it's a video. Come on. Make it out. Come on. KZ Spirex. Or Sprix. That's why I didn't TP Blueberry. In Phantom, I believe I've TP'd to you before. Oh God. No, no. So annoying. You're so annoying. Alright, sure, I'll TP to you. Bam. Hey, no spamming. Alright. I am not. I'm just wearing Rasputin purple skin. You know what, bro? You're getting banned. Nah, you're getting banned. You're getting banned from the chat, buddy. Nah, you're getting banned. You're getting banned from the chat, buddy. Buddy, you're banned, brother. You're banned. You're banned. Nah, you're getting banned. You're banned. You're banned, bro. You're banned.
Does your internet bill make you anxious? Not me. I'm on T-Mobile Home Internet. They have price lock.
This build almost killed me. Let me explain. Every so often, I have a project that I can only describe as cursed. And of all the cursed builds, this one takes the cake. This is the story of the build that almost broke me. I spent the last 3 months trying to build the most insane Minecraft map in existence. And from the dozens of areas that I want to do, I've got 2. It's slow, but I'm not trying to just make a map. I'm trying to make a world come to life. I've been adapting the source material from a book that I wrote. The only problem, it takes a long time. To speed things along, this time I'm gonna bring 4 of the best builders that I know along for the ride. We're gonna start off with some light terraforming. Well, not exactly light. This area is gonna be 800 by 800 blocks. The total map's gonna have a surface area of over 1 billion blocks, so I have more than enough room to work with. If you want to download this build and the rest of my builds, you can head over to my Patreon. This city isn't a city at all. It's called the Melodic Forge, and it lies within the nation of Sekra. It's a little far off from the last few areas that we built, but I really wanted to get out of the deserts for this one. Legend states that there used to be 3 islands here, and was home to Manaya, the greatest blacksmith to ever live. Manaya's forge stood atop the tallest one. His weapons were so powerful because they weren't forged with normal fire. Manaya used lightning. But as Moore discovered his legendary craftsmanship, someone wanted to take his work by force. He needed a stronghold. Every time he brought down his hammer, the earth shook and cracked. After years of work, the once tall island had been transformed into a sunken fortress. Okay, the terrain looks good. Successful first day. But the next morning, things started to go wrong. I started off by trying to do the organic, but an hour in, I couldn't keep going. I left it sitting, barely having started. Okay, not a problem, I'll just start on a house. I like houses. There's gonna be a lot of different ones, so I might as well get started on a couple now. But the same thing started happening. I got an hour in, and there was nothing left in the tank. This tiny house took no time at all, and I still needed a break. It was concerning, especially at the start of a build. Normally, I have to force myself away from my computer, but today it felt off. I told myself to relax, took off the pressure, and just decided to build for fun. It was better to accomplish something than nothing at all. I was able to get a little bit done, but I was still getting frustrated, and I think I knew why. I was burnt out. I hadn't taken a break since the last video released, and I was starting to feel the effects now. I'd built so much over the past year that I thought I was immune to burnout. But no matter who you are, if you don't take time to collect yourself, it happens. If you try to push through it, the burnout just gets worse. Eventually, it becomes a compounding snowball of dread. The next day, I decided to take some time off. I'd been losing focus, and if I kept pushing myself, I might burn out entirely. But I might have an idea. Snarple, I need your help.
Huh?
This is Snarple, the Gradient God. They're working on a huge city project right now to service the Bakery Public Servers Hub, so they're pretty busy. I'm gonna have to ask them really nicely if I want them to help. This thing isn't done yet? Didn't you start this like 3 months ago?
Well, it's a big project. It'll be finished soon.
Yeah, it says here in our DMs that you asked me to help in December. It's the middle of March, dude.
Like I said, it's really almost done.
Alright, bam. 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 I think it's we start terraforming for the sugarcane farm. I guess I'll go do something real quick. Are you serious? I guess I'll put a crafting table somewhere like right there. Wee. Damn. Damn. Get it done. Okay. Ugh. I'm not really TPing to people right now. I'm working on a massive project of a video. What is this video? Yo, hello 26. What's good? It's been a while. I don't have VC. I have Fortnite. I guess I can turn. Hello. Hi. Bro. It brings out a different recording system. You are on older Windows then. We're back, and this is what we got so far from... So we got 2 layers, and we got some stairs, and right here we got a little pathway to... Oh god, there's a creeper. Okay, we got a little pathway that leads you to this soon-to-be jacuzzi. Yeah, we're gonna turn this into a jacuzzi. So yeah, I'll see you. This project's taking a whole day. It's 11:37 p.m. right now for me. For you, this is a 38-minute video, 39-minute, almost an hour video. But for me, this took all day, and this might take me weeks. This entire project. I'm also gonna be working on a sugarcane farm pretty soon, so yeah, be ready for that. I'll see you when. It sounds like I'm gonna end the video. I'll see you when I'm got 3 layers on the cactus farm. Goodbye. Okay, we pause the recording. I'm gonna go over here. Here. These are what I need. There we go, we have 3. We gotta hit one. Eat. That should be enough. Oh, there's... Ah! They don't do nothing. Wanna get banned? I think he does want to get banned. I think he really does. Because everyone says... You know what, Axolotl? You're getting banned for that. You're actually gonna get banned. Honestly, it's not even worth it. Why even do it?
Let New Age products transform your garage into an area of your home you can be proud of. Modular steel cabinets let you pick and choose the storage.
I am an idiot. Even worse, I'm an ambitious idiot. I keep seeing these building videos that say 100, 500, 8,000 hours, but I'm gonna try and do the opposite. In only 7 days, I'm going to build the biggest, the baddest Minecraft cave city humanly possible. That means maxing out the height limit, organics, custom texturing, detailed buildings with interiors, and comprehensive lore. I start Saturday and the next Friday. Doesn't sound so bad, right? Day 1 was simple, build the cave. More specifically, create a huge cavern that fits inside a 32 chunk render distance and goes from the lower build limit to the upper build limit. What? I like having space to work. This cave is going to be called Ursaros. It's a city from a book that I wrote. I've been remaking the world in Minecraft for a mega map called Etheria. I'll put the first video in the description, but you don't need to watch them in order. If you want to download this build and the rest of
I'm watching Shovel 241 is a YouTuber, I believe so. It's this one. That's the thing.
my builds, you can head over to my Patreon. I'm giving it a large bowl-like shape because this entire cave wasn't formed by natural processes. 1,000 years prior to the events of the last video, a meteor came crashing down on the savannah. Its shockwave blasted a hole in the earth and dug all the way down to bedrock. Once it hit the immovable stone, the shockwave opened up this huge cave, but the surface remained stable. Alright, I've got the lower half done now. I'm leaving the top part open while I do the texturing so we can all see. When the meteor touched down, it didn't just leave a big hole in the ground. At the point of contact, there was a single sapling, one that hadn't been seen on this world until now. But with no water and limited sun, the plant started to die. An outlaw that fled to the cave accidentally found the struggling plant. Thinking it could be valuable, he decided to take it to trade. But no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't take it. It was warm, almost alive. He'd been on the run for his whole life, but for the first time, he felt at home. After failing to take the sapling multiple times, the bandit left and went back to work. But he kept feeling compelled to return to the little tree. Every time he did, he cared for it more. And it began to thrive. And the outlaw kept staying for longer and longer. As the years went on, the cave became a home, and the tree started to look less and less like a normal tree. It never produced leaves, but it always felt alive. The branches started to glow as it reached up further to the sun, and it started to spread its energy to the rest of the cave. Its warmth beckoned other wanderers to it, and the civilization of Ursaros was born. Okay, cool. Only about 3 hours of work now, and it's time to close it. Uh-oh. Well, I can't see anything. I sure am glad that I spent that much time detailing. It's not like I'm on a time limit or anything. I'll change the top parts to glass for now. There's gotta be a way to find some natural light sources in the cave. The first day went to plan perfectly. In just one day, I got the entire landscape down. I was pretty confident. That I could get this build done in a week. Maybe I'd even finish early. But day 2 had other things in mind. Day 2 is where I fully realized just how much I was trying to do. My plan was to have 4 factions in this cave, each with their own buildings and idols. As the society developed, the outlaws started to organize. They became more than just petty thieves, and fulfilled roles of their choice in the city. The cats, the charmers, the bears, the strongest of the 4, the dragons, the leaders, powerful but chaotic. The boars, shy by nature, but attuned to the hearthwood tree and the visions that it gave them. I wanted each of these factions to have a statue inside the cavern that could be built around, so I started with the cat. Seems simple, right? If you've never worked with these tools before, organics take a long time, especially to do well. When I started this statue, I was optimistic and I thought that I could get...
Dang it.
to get all 4
AG1 gives you the daily nutrients that form the foundation for your health routine. It's made with the highest quality
of these done in a day. 6 hours later, I wasn't even halfway done with the first one. I had to admit defeat. Even if I was able to finish every statue in one day, there was no way I'd be able to fit all 4 of them and a tree and a city inside the cave. And I couldn't make it any larger. I was already at my server's render limit. So at the end of day 2, I scrapped the entire thing. I was so angry that I had to turn off my computer for the night. I had just wasted an entire day. But that night, I couldn't sleep. I rolled around in bed for hours without a wink, thinking about how much I still had to do. I decided that there was only one way to give me some peace. I had to build.
I'm just mad at them.
I wasn't going to touch organics for the next few days until I thought that I had made some real progress. So I started on one of the main structures, the Bear Faction Tower. I'm going to base this structure off of these Kashyyyk tree houses from Star Wars, but with a bit more magic-y flair. This cavern is going to be full of these structures, so I want this one to be elevated so I have more room to put stuff in later. The Ursa Rossi's most sacred treasure was the Hearthwood tree. After watching it grow towards the sun for years, they started to see the sun as the ultimate power source and began to worship it. They kept building higher and higher to get closer to the sun's energy. On the bottom part of this structure, I'm putting these symbols, and you might recognize a few of them. I'm basing a lot of Ursa Rossi's culture off of Nordic culture and mythology, so these are runes from the Norse alphabet. Each faction had their own runes that correlated to the members' traits. Once I finished this house, I was feeling a lot better about losing an entire day yesterday. I finally had a style to work off of, and I felt like I was making progress. But then I looked at the clock. This took me 12 hours? This is one building of dozens. I was approaching the halfway mark and the only thing I had to show for it was a mostly empty cave, a tree that barely fit inside, and the derpiest cat statue that I had ever seen. I'd either have to extend the deadline past my 7-day time frame or figure out another solution. I stared at the tower. For a while, I didn't really know what to do, but then I heard a voice. It sounded like an angel. I could speed things up. There's a technique that I like to use, though I wouldn't say I created it. If you make a structure that's big enough and detailed enough, you'll have a lot of different parts that can be taken independently. All you have to do is rearrange them. It's the nuclear option. The yoink-and-doink. The mashup. And yeah, I can already hear the comments, but that's cheating. World Edit isn't real building. And I understand the instinct. I used to say the same thing. And you know what happened? I never finished anything. Doing the same motion over and over can make your brain think that what you're doing is boring, even if it's a game. That's how people burn out, and why many epic builds never get finished. This technique isn't a cheat code to fast track a build, it just gets the basic structure down. There are still a ton of things needed to make the build work. Hours of fix-ups, connecting, enhancing. Mashing just cuts down on the monotony of placing blocks, and the results speak for themselves. The city came to life in a matter of hours. Now that the basic structures were in place, I saw a problem. I wanted Ursa Ross to have a heavy influence from Norse mythology. Right now, it kinda just looks like a Gungan city from Star Wars. I might need to make the symbolism a bit more obvious. I want there to be a huge focal point in the sky with Nordic runes that correspond to each faction's most iconic attributes. The Hearthwood tree may have given them allegiance, but it didn't change their stripes. The Ursa Rossi were organized outlaws. Their occupation was simply elevated. To be more precise, bigger jobs and even bigger payoffs, and each faction had a part to play. The cat faction were masters of disguise and experts in transformation magic. Cats were the charming front that could infiltrate any circle and get valuable intel.
Give me a second. Yeah. 25 days.
The Boar faction were the eyes in the sky. They were strongly connected with the Hearthwood tree and could sense when others were in danger. The Bears were the muscle. They got called in whenever others got into trouble. Bears were stronger than 10 other people and able to barrel through anything in their way. The Dragons were the masterminds and the wild cards. They're the most cunning of the four, but also the most chaotic. Many missions have gone south by the wrong dragon being put in charge. Alright, this is looking a lot better. Not bad for a day's work, but tomorrow's task was making me nervous. Day 5. 72 hours left, and it was time to face the biggest challenge yet. Another organic. Why would I risk it again? Well, I didn't have a choice. There's a problem with the build right now. This is supposed to be a hidden city that's famously difficult to find. And we've got this. A big open chasm leading right into it. That's gotta change. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. Last time I tried a big statue, I wasted an entire day, and I couldn't afford that now. But looking back, I found out why. I was rushing. I'd bitten off more than I could chew. For this one, I made sure to schedule out the entire day just to build this one head. The wolf is the guardian for the city. In Norse mythology, wolves represent duality, the good and the bad. This city was founded by outlaws, but they found a sense of community in the cave. People are more complex than just one label, and the residents of Ursaros are the perfect example. The Ursarasi are known by many names, but the most famous is Earth Scorcher. They specialize in summer magic. If you've ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's kind of like firebending, but more focused on energy than just pure flames. Since they're fire experts, I think that I'm going to texture this to make it look like it's flaming. And now it's just a simple matter of covering up the entrance and plopping in the head and... Well, now it just seems more obvious. Nothing screams look at me more than a giant flaming wolf head. I don't think I thought this through. Here we go. Magical solution. This is Vegvasir. It's an Icelandic rune. It's interpreted as the Nordic compass and was intended to help sailors find their way through rough seas. I'm going to put it on the entrance to the cave, and it'll be powered by the Hearthwood tree. This symbol will give the entrance similar mechanics to the Cave of Wonders. It'll be hidden to those with bad intentions, and welcome those who are in need of help. Day 6. I was coming up on my deadline, and the reality set in that I might not be able to finish in time. The wolf came out great, but it still took an entire day. I'd hoped to be starting on the interiors today, and I still wasn't even close to finishing the exteriors. I needed some help.
Humans have evolved many skills. Fighting bugs isn't one of them. That's why STEM harnesses active ingredients found in plants that target nerves bugs have, but you and your family don't. STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science.
This is Achilles. They're an awesome builder that specializes in interiors and have boosted my builds countless times. Hey, you made it. Thanks so much for helping out. So you're gonna need this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And so the main plan is...
But sit down, old man. I've got this.
We're the same age.
I started with the bear faction. The main lobby has a bear mosaic on the floor, and rune banners that represent aspects of the bear, such as endurance, strength, and protection. Above is the training room. They train not only to be useful on missions, but also to act as protectors of the city. They serve as guards for the treasury, and peacekeepers to watch over all the other citizens. Ursaros may be largely known as a city of crooks, but the bear faction is proof that there is honor among thieves. The city's treasury provides a secure place to store the wealth brought back from heists. These resources are used to fund the upkeep of Ursaros. The interiors seem to be going great so far, or at least that's what I had thought. I looked out to the looming city and saw the dozens of towers staring back at me. Every day there seemed to be more. I couldn't help but worry. How was I supposed to keep up? Like a healthy adult, I bottled those feelings up and pushed forward. There was building to do.
With the interiors flying along, I was able to take a breath and focused on the next problem. There's a ton of awesome stuff in this cave, but it all seems disconnected and monotone. Plus, it's still really dark. This wasn't in my original plan, but we're working in Minecraft, so let's turn this cave into a lush cave. I started off by planning where I want the vines to go. From there, it was just the simple matter of whipping up some giant leaves and plopping them in place. But the main feature are these, the glowberries. Since they're gigantic, I thought it'd be a cool idea to turn them into little cottages and add some more residential areas. High-ranking members of the city were able to live within these berries instead of the bear.
The next faction I tackled are the cats. While they act as spies on missions, at home they fill the role of agriculturalists. Their connection with nature has two uses: brewing elixirs for their undercover work, and supplying the city with the food and medicine it needs to survive and thrive. Like the bears, the lobby features their cat sigil and rune banners representing charm, the wrath of nature, and fertility. Below lies a greenhouse. Many exotic plants are grown here, some local to the surrounding deserts, but most are retrieved from far and wide. Above the lobby is a spy headquarters. Bookshelves hold a wealth of information, and planning boards allow the members to formulate their next heist. The top floor is an herbological laboratory. Some of the more deadly and dangerous plants are grown here, with brewing stands to turn them into potent potions. The giant flower in the center is one of the deadliest in all the lands. Its nectar causes a swift and quiet end. But the cat faction isn't all secrets and harm. The lab is used for crafting medicines, both for the city's infirmary and for any injuries out in the field.
After plopping in these berries, I'm having a bit of trouble seeing how people could get to them. Maybe I could make a little parkour section? I'm not an expert on this kind of stuff though. I think I know someone who can help. Hey Wumba, think you could give me some tips?
Yeah, what would you like to know?
So, I've got this little build.
Whoa, wow, this is really cool.
I want to make some parkour to these berries, but I've never done anything like this before.
Using blocks to shape the parkour and make the jumps doable is a good idea, and sometimes stairs can make the parkour feel easier and more fun.
I just wish we had green stairs.
You could play around with different ways to enter the house. These warped vines seem pretty cool.
Hold on, you can hit space? And you can climb them? I honestly had no idea that this was a thing. I have not played survival in a while. After learning some stuff from Wumba, I decided to do a few on my own. It's a little change, but it makes the vines a lot more immersive. I wonder how Achilles is doing.
At this point, I had done 2 of the 4 faction towers. Shovel had made a giant cave, a city, and now a huge network of vines and berries. Every time I logged in, he'd be like,
"Hey, I built this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this."
And I just say, "That's great. Still working on the towers."
Alright, here we go, and we are back. I did not get much with the bamboo farm, but I'm back because I did some of the jacuzzi. We still gotta fix the walls, but we did some with the jacuzzi. This is like a little jacuzzi. You know, pretty chill, pretty fun. It does quite damage you. But yeah, and we'll be back again. There we go.
It really felt like I was falling behind. Yet the only way to keep up was to keep going. Now it was time for the Boar faction. The Boar mosaic occupies the main hall, accompanied by runes symbolizing partnerships, challenge, and dreams. Due to their spiritual nature, they have a shrine on the bottom floor. Here lies the skull of a giant ancient boar. Legend states that this creature was a companion to a powerful boar member in the early days of Ursa Ross. This mighty beast gave its life drawing invaders away from the city. Its skull is kept here both as an object of worship and as a magical conduit. This allows the boars to use their magic across the city without too great a cost to their own well-being.
Achilles was referring to this world's magic system. We haven't really talked about that yet, so let's clarify. In Etheria, magical power is called sway. It's the raw fuel for users to bend into magic. In order to bend sway, it has to pass through the user's body, like energy passing through a wire. They had to be careful. The energy is infinite, but the conductor, the user's body, can be damaged. Using too much can corrode the wire and physically manifest as advanced aging. The aging is temporary. Most will revert to their true age in a day or 2, but go too far and the wire burns up. The effects are irreversible and normally results in a wizard meeting their end.
The final faction to take on was the dragons. As leaders, they needed a secure place to govern from. Their dragon sigil is displayed proudly, alongside the runes for loyalty, untamed potential, and success. The bottom floor is where the closest thing to law and order takes place. High priority missions are planned here on the Great Table. This room was actually made by my friend Snarple. They stepped in to help out when I was running low on time. Shovel wasn't the only one worried about the upcoming deadline after all. Above this is Ursa Ross's prison. While this might seem strange for a community of outlaws, Any organization still needs to have its rules to stay in one piece. Besides, the Dragon faction has a darker side.
Clean, bring, drop, and give your empties a second life. Opportunity is all around us, but to act on it, you need to get out of your comfort zone. With Grammarly Go, you don't have to take that leap alone. Thank you so much. Grammarly Go brings AI to every text box, helping you produce high-quality writing in a fraction of the time. That means no more overthinking email replies. No more waiting until tomorrow. Because
Day 7. The sun rose for the last time on this project, and honestly, I wasn't sure if I could finish in time. Achilles was trucking along, but there was a lot to do. It was going to take a full day to complete the build. With the vines done, I quickly finished out the rest of the cave with some waterfalls and moss, and then went right into detailing. I started out by putting in some of these elevators to give it a bit more life, and then went to help Achilles while they were working on the arena.
For a city of thieves, combat is a necessary part of life. It is also the primary source of entertainment. In the arena, volunteers and prisoners alike battle for glory before the crowds.
Next to the Boar Tower, I built this library. The Boars are the seers, but also the scholars. Having a wealth of knowledge helps in planning missions. I found out after building this that Achilles had already put a library in the Boar Tower, so I felt a little stupid, but hey, I guess they really like books. When the Ursa Rossi are planning their jobs, they need a private space. You never know who could be listening. These map rooms are the perfect places for teams to meet and devise the next heist. While Achilles finished the last of the main buildings, I made this bunkhouse and kitchen.
I finally had all of the faction's towers complete. Shovel had everything else complete. Looking at what I did and what he did, I couldn't help but fear that I hadn't helped enough. Shovel reassured me. He had a good point, too. He already explained the concept of mashing it up. This allowed him to create such an incredible city. On the other hand, to make unique and interesting interiors for the factions, I had started from scratch with each tower. While less efficient, this allowed me to really tell the story of the factions with their strengths, virtues, and lifestyles. At last, my worries were put to rest.
As the final seconds ticked down, I decided that it was time to take the first ground view walkthrough of the cave. It's not perfect, but I'm extremely satisfied with what I could do in a week. I'll be honest, this place doesn't look anything like what I had envisioned before. It's better. Minecraft has added so much depth just by being able to explore and create this world firsthand. I love being able to feel like I'm physically building the world myself, rather than just sketching it out or making a diagram. There's so much more here. I couldn't have done it alone. Achilles was my savior, a huge help. There's no way I could. In this video, I'm going to build this to answer a question that we've all been asked. Why do you like that silly little block game so much? The response is different for everyone, but I want to prove my answer. And I'll push the game and myself as hard as I can to do it. Sounds like a really productive use of my time, right? Right? Goodbye social life, goodbye outdoor recreational activities, I'll see you in a month. I'm duty bound to answer this question that no one asked. It is my calling.
You're gonna need to go outside, aren't you?
Whether you love the game or hate it, you can't deny this fact. Minecraft is not just a video game. Beneath the layers of blocks and seemingly primitive graphics is an insanely powerful gem. There's a reason why it's the best-selling game of all time. The simple answer, it's infinite. After playing on and off for years, I spent the last 12 months exploring an entirely different side of Minecraft. I removed the limitations of physically having to collect the blocks, found modifications to the game to make placing them easier, and I built.
As a father, when you pass down traditions, there's no limit to how far your children will take them. I'm sharing generations of my family history with Walmart, so other dads like me can see the limitless potential of our stories.
Sell to your customers anywhere with Shopify, the commerce.
I can pause the video, yeah. Which the video is paused right now. Because I make it shorter for them, so Oh, can I pause? The only reason I watch the videos is because I get bored, so I just play videos while... I usually build it with someone, but he always has to go early in the morning, so it's just me. So he has to go sometimes. So he's here for like a couple hours, and then we work on that together for a couple hours. Then he's gone. Then it's just me. Phase guy. Where is the new... No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't trust anyone at this base except my teammate. Holy smokes. Bang, bangs. This is what my teammate has done. I'm so excited to show him in the morning. Oh shoot, I don't have my totem on. Oh yeah, that's why I didn't have it. Stats, Tim. They're alright. Oh, how?
Platform designed for entrepreneurs.
A lot. And I mean a lot. Literally 12 hours a day building for a year. Look, I never said it was healthy. Fine.
Well, that sucked. Never doing that again. What a waste of time.
As I built, I started to find more and more answers to the question, why? It's a really broad question. but I think about it like this, and buckle up, this is a metaphor. Imagine that there's a house. Everything inside that house represents an answer to the question, why? And none of them are wrong, but this house has a ton of different windows. At the end of the day, there's only so far you can stretch. There's a limit to what you can see. I stayed at this one for about 10 years, and I loved it. Most people do. But I got curious, so I went and checked another one on the other side of the house. And I'm so glad I did. There was so much more to see. The stuff I had been seeing before wasn't incorrect at all, but it wasn't the full picture. I checked another and another. The more I looked, the more windows I found, and the more that there was to see. I kept exploring until one fundamental truth dawned on me. Minecraft is not just a game. It's an editor, an engine. With this silly little block game, you can create the most immersive worlds, foster avid communities, and tell epic stories. The thing is quite literally a dream machine. And yeah, maybe some of you are on board with this, but it's a bold claim, so let's prove it. When I was in college, I wrote a book. It's an unedited mess, and I wouldn't want anyone to read it as it is now, but my favorite part about it was the world that I'd created. I made dozens of different nations, each with their own race, culture, economies, yada yada yada. Even made a magic system based on light physics. And to answer your question, yes, I am running for Nerd Council President in November. Make sure you vote. I'm Shovel and I approve this message. Even after hundreds of hours of planning, writing, and sketching, there was still something missing. I had written an entire book, and I still couldn't fully see my vision of this world. It just wasn't enough. But now it can be. This is Z. I'm guessing you're wondering how he got here, why is he falling, is he old since he has white hair, yada yada yada. Well, long story short, Z is part of the organization of powerful beings that have been ostracized from society due to complex power dynamic, less powerful but more powerful magic users. They live in a world that has divided itself into a caste system based on economic wealth and magic power. The magic system is based on that theory of color, which in the base color white light is called sway, and independent combinations and variations of magic that are generally subdivided in categories of color wheel. Okay, maybe I went too quick. This is Etheria. It's a huge continent that's home to dozens of nations, races, and mystical creatures. The one thing that connects them all is magic. Most people can use it, but some are just naturally better at it, and some are even better than them. These guys didn't like that those guys were better at magic, but there's a lot more of these guys than there are of those guys. And what happens when there are two groups of people and one has an inferiority complex but exponentially higher numbers and resources? They effectively communicate their feelings and learn to resolve their differences peacefully. Hooray! Nah, I'm just kidding. They hunted them.
Yeah? Huh? Okay, I'll stop in a minute.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. We go through a lot every day, and lose ceramide's my